Today I got Milad from Fluid Creatives. They run a email marketing agency. Milad, glad to have you here. Do you just want to tell us about what you do and what you mainly offer at your agency?
Yeah, so my name is Milan. I'm the founder of Fluid. We do email marketing for e-commerce companies, just like half the world. At least somebody runs an email agency. But yeah, we mainly, our core offer is like doing email flow setup clients for people, which is where I kind of needed your services a lot and kind of streamlining that entire process. Yeah, we just mainly serve e-commerce brands doing above 30K a month and just helping them scale with email marketing.
Awesome. Yeah, so we started out with a free automation audit where we pretty much went through your entire pipeline, the marketing, sales, and operations. Can you walk me through how that audit process was for you and like what it really stood out?
Yeah, I really like how in depth you were kind of going and kind of like you were asking me very specific questions about okay, where are the holes in their process? Where are things falling through the cracks? Like you're asking me very specific questions to see where you can kind of best leverage your type of services, which I really liked. I think I had a good understanding as well of where I kind of needed you is where it was like kind of like the strategy side of like the actual setup that we do for people and kind of streamlining that entire thing. So once we kind of once we actually figured out that okay, this is what we want to do, it was very, very fast of like you already knew like how you wanted like what you wanted to do and how you wanted to do it. So it was very, very smooth process.
Yeah, yeah. No, for sure. Our audit process, we were able to talk about a lot of things really quickly. Yeah, Milad had a bunch of automations already set up, so figuring out exactly what you needed was so much faster.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. It was a good time.
Yeah, so we ended up deciding on building email flow automation. Tell me more about how that automation has performed since we got it live, and then just tell me about how the impact it has on your business.
Yeah, definitely. So once again, we sell email flow setups for our to our clients. And essentially what that is like a whole system that we've kind of done for so many other people now. And we just kind of build that out one time for them. Essentially what we were doing before having you and having this entire automation was either I used to have a flow specialist who would create the flows themselves and I would pay them, upwards of like 120 to like $140 per email flow setup. And then on top of that, there's a bunch of the revisions and then keeping the salary on there. So it was a very expensive kind of hire just to have specifically 4 email flow setups. And then on top of that, there is the lag of when somebody does onboard, our obviously like our previous person would have so many other clients that they're working on where that person's work would also get kind of to the bottom of the to-do list. So it'd be like very scrappy. It wouldn't be as efficient as we wanted it to be, as fast as I wanted it to be, just because my entire goal with the setup is to go from onboarding to live as fast as possible. So I tried making out own different type of my own automation for this of trying to get like an AI kind of strategy in place. But it never worked out just because of the one biggest thing was the formatting. I really love formatting and like sending proper high quality stuff to my clients. And I was never able to get that done. On top of that, the strategy was pretty shit. So, once we came in and now that we have this set up, obviously, I don't have to pay, $140 per setup anymore, which is saving me a lot of money. I just have to pay, somebody just to QC the actual strategy. It's a lot cheaper on my end. And on top of that, we're a lot more efficient for our clients too. So we're getting out strategies a lot quicker. When it typically would take 3 days, now it probably takes, same day as soon as they onboard.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah. So, and then like just the full experience of like working with me and having this whole automation set up. Can you tell me more about that?
I thought it was great. I thought it was a great setup. You definitely proved yourself in the sense of like you wanted to help me. Like in a way, like I really got that sense of feeling that you wanted this to work, even though like I'm very annoying when it comes to like certain things. I like things to be a very, very certain way. And a lot of people kind of dislike working with me because I'm very particular in that way. But you were very, you know, you took all the revisions that I wanted to do, you executed on them perfectly, and now we kind of just have the exact system. And you've also walked me through the steps of how I can improve this myself in the future. So, it's kind of like a system that you kind of just put in once for me now, and then now I'm able to just go in and tweak out depending on what I need. So I thought it was an amazing process, brother. You're doing a great job there.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, and then just lastly, any like final closing notes, like what would you tell other agency owners who might be thinking about automating their businesses?
I think the highest leverage thing that you could do when you're trying to scale a business is hire other people who are specialists in it in that one industry. So for example, I mean just like I had a lot of automations already set up myself, but there's a lot more intricate, kind of more extensive AI stuff that I'm just not proficient in. I just never have looked at it. And I feel like a lot of people are the same way. And hiring somebody like you, and honestly just hiring you to have somebody who could come in who actually cares about setting up a proper automation that would actually benefit the business. It's like I could already see like we literally onboard, have strategy approved the same day just because of the automation that you've set up for us. So it's quite literally a no-brainer if you can make your process a lot more efficient. If you could save a lot more time, you'll be dumb not to kind of use like a service like yours.
Yeah, I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, so that's it for the whole thing. Thank you so much, Milan.
Of course, brother. Have a good one.